Hi everyone, it's Shirley, and I'm here on this Sunday afternoon, and I'm just feeling real good today. And you know how some days you just feel like doing a video because you feel good, and I've done several today, even for Chronic Channel, and I just felt like talking to y'all for a little while. But I wanted to show you my little Kimberly. She's looking so sweet today, but she's a little bit perplexed because Chatty Cathy's here and she's been getting a lot of attention. So Kimberly thinks that she's been neglected. Don't you, darling? Yeah. Don't look so perplexed. Look at her little eyebrows. They're all wrinkled up. Let's show what she have on today. How about that? Okay. She has got on this little fleece green outfit from her auntie from Canada, Crystal. It's very soft, and I love green and pink. And she's got on these little crocheted hand mitts and a little crocheted hat, and they have flecks of green, and they're primarily white with flecks of green and peach and a pretty little design, and they're tied with a little bow on top. And then she's got on some little mud pie socks with little pink bows. It's one of those little outfits that's just really soft and feels so good and feels so snuggly. And then this is her favorite pacifier, the strawberry pacifier. And I try to switch out, and she loves this strawberry pacifier. So I can't hardly get her to trade out. But she is a very sensitive child, and she knows what's going on. And you see yourself there, baby? Can you see yourself? Yeah, that's Mama and Willow. Yeah. No, we can't hit the tripod, darling. But that's you. You can watch yourself and watch Mommy. Mommy's waving to you, see? Hi, baby. She's so sweet. I'm just tickled pink about the sun coming out and melting our snow, even though we're not going to be, I don't think, above freezing today. The sun did come out, and I think it maybe did get up to 30, 31, 32 maybe. Maybe it made freezing. But the snow all melted, and we needed the good moisture to go into the ground. And it's just really nice. And it's supposed to be really cold here, about 13 tonight. And it's going to be cold in Kansas and Oklahoma, where Robin and Michelle are also. Just cold. Some of us southern states are having it pretty cold, but we have had a mild winter, so it's fine for it to be a little colder. We need to have all the bugs and everything need the colder weather to take care of some of the things that nature takes care of. I wanted to tell y'all how I got into Chatty Cathy's. I have always loved Chatty Cathy's, but when I was a child, Mother bought me Madame Alexander dolls. Always Madame Alexander. And I had some walking dolls, a Patty Play Pal, and I think it's a Saucy Walker. And I had, you know, some different dolls, like drugstore dolls, TG&Y type dolls too. But I always got a Madame Alexander. And that one year, I got a Shirley Temple. Well, I think that was the year that a lot of people got the Chatty Cathy, but I got the Shirley Temple. And oh, I wish I still had it. I told y'all I sold all my dolls in a garage sale. I was very young and dumb and newly married, didn't think that I had any room for them. And you know, the next day I was just sick about it. And the little old man that bought them had like 3 junk stores, and he would always go to all the garage sales real early. His buildings, he owned 3 or 4 buildings, they were packed. And when he passed away, it took forever for the family to have it cleaned out, and raccoons and everything had been in there. And he had some priceless antiques. I can't tell you what all he had in those buildings. One of them was full of nothing but like Duncan Fife in older type dining room sets. One was full of nothing but bedroom suits. You know, one was full of nothing but toys, but most of it was ruined, so I didn't get my dollies back. But Robin got into the community with Chatty Cathy, and she loved it and told me how much she was enjoying it. And so Michelle and I decided to, and it makes doesn't take the place of your reborns, but it's another avenue. And I have all gotten to the point now where we have plenty of reborns. There might be specific sculpts that we want, but they're the more expensive sculpts, so we'll have to kind of save our money for that and be satisfied with the reborns we have, because we really aren't into quantity, we're into quality. And so we have just about, like everybody else, when you first start collecting, you don't really know what you want. You have babies that you love, but you probably wouldn't have picked them out if you'd been in it longer. But you wouldn't give for some. I mean, my first one I'll never get rid of. But now we really know what we want. And we've got so many dolls. All of us are so blessed. And trying to keep things organized and under control as we've been through doll clothes. I know I have 2 or 3 times. And I've got to go through again. And I don't know if I'm going to take them to the resale shop or what I'm going to do because they're all nice clothes. But I just have to get rid of some so that I can buy some more. I don't want to live with the dolls. I just want the dolls to live with me. And I can see where it would get way out of hand. I was watching an episode, several episodes of Hoarders. After that, I got up and cleaned out all my dresser drawers. I mean, I threw a ton of stuff away. It's just disgusting how those hoarders, oh my goodness. I just don't want to become a hoarder. I like everything I don't like everything out in the open. I like all the clothes in the drawers, and I don't like the babies covered with, I like them to have 1 lovey, maybe 2, because I like to see the baby. And then, of course, you have to have somewhere to put all those loveys. So, we got some baskets this weekend. Alco was going out of business, and they were 80% off. And we got some huge baskets that have lids to put our loveys in, because I don't like everything out. I like the babies to have maybe 1 lovey or maybe 2 and a blanket and 1 pacifier, and I want you to see the baby when you come in my nursery, not a bunch of stuff. So I'm trying to put all the stuff up, and we're getting a little more organized. And I am organized by sizes and all, but I've still got too much. Not that all of it's I don't like it. I love it, but it's just I'm getting overrun, and since I started, I haven't really gotten rid of anything. So I need to get rid of some clothes and do some things like that. But that's what I wanted to show y'all, was my sweet little Kimberly, and tell you how I got into the Chatty Cathy. Chatty Cathy. It's so, they have events every year sort of, or every month, sort of like we do. And it's fun. It's just something different, but it will not take away from our reborns, because they're so cuddly, and they get their feelers hurt pretty bad too. So we'll never give up our reborns, but it's so much fun. And looking for vintage things from my childhood is so much fun. What I'm looking for too is not only Chatty Cathy and Chatty Baby. I want a Chatty Charmin, so I have the whole family. But I had a little tin pink stove and refrigerator and sink, and I think it was made by Wolverine. I think they were small, and I'd sit on the floor and play with them. The refrigerator door opened, and I had pictures of all the groceries, and it was just really cute. And I so wish I would have saved that. It would have been perfect for Chatty Cathy now. But I did see a lady in the Chatty Connection that had the set. She's about my age, and it might have been hers from when she was a child. But I so wish I would have kept that. And, so many other things, doll strollers and different things that we could have used with the babies. But shoot, we didn't have room. Mother and Daddy didn't have room, with 4 children to keep everything. So I know I gave all my Barbies to my cousins, and So those Barbies were well loved by a lot of little girls. And I'm wondering who was loving on my Chatty. How many little girls had her, or who loved her. I don't know that, but I would love to know. But Kimberly says, hello, and Auntie Crystal, thank you so much for my outfit. I love it. And one other thing, I ordered a hat from Shirley, and I'll show that to you at another time with a baby wearing it. And she sent me back a beautiful holiday card. It's a Christmas card. Isn't that pretty? Happy holidays, and it's got a red bird, and I'm crazy about red birds. And then a very nice, she wrote something very nice in there. Thank you, Shirley. I feel the same. And then a beautiful blue headband. Shirley, I'm so tickled over this, and I'll tell you why. It just fits my Chatty Cathy, and it will be just perfect for her, or my Reborns, but I was so happy that it fit Chatty. So thank you for that very much. Shirley does very, very nice crochet. I just found a hat that I liked and asked her if she could make it, and she said yes. So I'll show that to you. Matter of fact, I would show it to you now, but Linda's outside, and it's in the other room where her husband's watching football. I don't want to disturb him. So we'll get it out and get it on a baby later on and show you. So yeah, our snow is melted. Didn't get maybe too freezing, or maybe just a little bit above freezing, because the heater's still turning on and off pretty often. But we did get some good moisture out of that, and I'm happy about that. My dad's cancer count has gone up, so I'd appreciate your prayers that he won't suffer, whatever the Lord's will is for him, that he just won't suffer. And they're going to start him on a different kind of chemo. He's been on chemo for going on 8 years. He's a trooper. He just keeps going. He said he feels better than he's ever felt. I have no idea how, because his labs sure don't show it. And the hematologist called Mother at home and told her that this was not good. They were going to have to try to get a handle on it. So we know that he can't live forever with this colon cancer that's gone to his lung and his liver, but I just don't want my dad to suffer. So I just pray that you'll pray with me that the Lord's will be done, and that my dad won't suffer. So we're trying to just keep a good attitude and walk in faith and not in fear, and be prepared for whatever lies ahead of us. And I know that y'all have been praying for Robin, and the Lord's given her great strength, and others in the community that have had prayer. And I do believe we have a strong prayer chain in our community. I really do. A good, strong prayer chain. And that is something to be thankful for. It really is. Well, I think we'll go now and maybe watch a good movie while hubby's watching the ball game. And maybe she'll go to sleep. I don't know. She's pretty clingy right now. She is pretty clingy. Willow was sleeping over there, and a couple more of the babies, but Kimberly wanted to be picked up, so Mama had to get her. Yes, she did. Yeah. Aren't they so funny? They each have their own little personality and their little quirks, don't they? That's just how it is with babies, just like we all have our own personality and our own little quirks. And you know what? That's what makes the world go round. Wouldn't it be boring if we were all just alike? Lord knows it would be boring. It's so good to have all different kinds of personalities and interests, and I love to talk to interesting people and just to hear what they have to say and their life lessons and where they've been and what they've done. I just love it. Made so many friends here in the Reborn community, more than I ever thought I would, and also in the chronic community, and now in the Chatty Cathy community. There are just some really good people out there. Many people that collect dolls are about my age, and it makes it nice because we're at a time in our life where we can sit back and reflect and take things a little slower, and watch you young people. It's fun to watch you and see what you're doing with your lives. Okay, well, that's it for now. God